This is the Western Train Station Bookend by JMBricklayer. It contains 1,379 pieces and is set number 50,002. It retails for $61 US. Thank you to JMBricklayer for providing this set for my review. And it's essentially a 2-in-1 set for the fact that you can use this as a bookend, or you could take the train off and use it by itself. The contents include numbered bags for 4 building stages, plus an extra bag for large plates, railroad tracks, and magnetic couplers. We also have the instruction manual. I see no sign of stickers, but rather a lot of printed elements and painted elements. In fact, all decorated elements are printed and there's quite a bit of them. Also, I'm done with the build. First, I'm going to take a look at the train station bookends. Then I'll take a look at the train itself, and then all of it together afterwards. This is actually my very first steampunk-inspired build, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all of the details and greebling that was done. The building process was smooth. So each bookend sits on a 14 stud by 24 stud footprint that's on top of these dark brown plates. Then there's a train track segment on each part. We've got dark red, dark brown, dark orange making up most of the colors, but as you can see, there's a whole bunch of other colors thrown in to good effect. Over here, we've got windows with opaque window panes for detail. It looks like we have a whole jet engine right here, and that's pretty cool. Actually, there's this 4x4 round plate that's printed in gold, and it looks beautiful, but most of it gets covered up. All the signs are printed and very useful signs. We've got exit sign there, stop sign here, whole bunch of piping and wheels to open and close valves. We've got this moving feature here. Pretty cool. These appear to be power transformers where power lines would hook up, and they're actually very cool builds with the car wheels and paintbrush rollers attaching them to the light pole. Then over here, we've got this mechanism, which when you turn it, spins all of these chain links and spinning gears up here and actually turning some smokestacks up on the top, making them go up and down. You can actually open up this little window here to see some of those moving parts. Up here, we've got more signage, and here's all of the detail on the top. Nice gold printed elements, and we'll see a lot more gold printed elements throughout the set. We've got this assembly of gears that just spin into place, and then nice detailing with pipes and hoses down here. And now moving on to the other bookend. Here we can see a lot more gears and wheels to spin around, not only for something just to fiddle with, but to keep your imagination moving. Actually, when you turn this one, there's a series of gears linking up to this on the top, this big smokestack, which got some nice printed gold steering wheel elements, and then some clouds of smoke coming out at the top. Love all of the piping work going on throughout the build. All of the piping elements, the straights and elbows, are done with gunmetal gray parts, and it just adds to the realism and to the theme. Here we've got more printed elements. We've got this elegant clock, a nice message to kids right there. Welcome to the West, and ride the rails to adventure. Over on this side is the back side, so not as much going on, but still looks nice. We've got another one of these, what looks like a jet engine. The signage right here is hooked up to this believable support, and everything comes together really nicely. What also comes together nicely, see what I did there, is the train. via these magnetic couplers. It's not a full train, but I like how this set is dynamic. It doesn't just feature a static train that's not fully built. This is a fully built engine and caboose. The train engine is a thing of beauty, and it gives me Back to the Future vibes.
Party! It runs on steam!
The part usage and colors for this provide a lot of visual interest. We've got mostly an earth green train, but a lot of gold details, a lot of it. It looks really great. Also, more of the piping with the gunmetal gray. We've got wheels, car wheels, train wheels, Ferrari F40 wheel cover, all in gold, as well as this fan here. Can't actually spin it, but it looks really good. We also have a 1x1 round tile, JMB, that's JMBricklayer. The build is symmetrical. It's got all of the same details and features on the other side, making it feel really complete. Although the interior is not complete, but that's okay. It's really small in there. Speaking of interiors, the caboose has a lot of interior detail, but you can't really see it as it doesn't have a removable roof, but I'll remove it anyway so you can see inside. Well, technically everything's removable, as this is a building set, but just not easily removable because of all the studs that's attaching the roof. Inside we've got a table that's very simply done with two 2x4 bricks, but the chairs are more elegant. I like the backs of them, how they're built up with shield elements. The outside of the caboose has nice texturing with these profile bricks, these exhaust pipes, and all of the gold tiling throughout. This is the set number from JMBricklayer, and they didn't have to do it, but they did put another magnetic coupler there at the very back. If you do have your own track set up, you can certainly drive this around on it. The only real complaint I have about this train engine is how this part is built. It has a little bit of pivoting action, but it's easy for these plates to pop off. And it's not so easy putting them back into place. Now let's go ahead and park this train at the station. Put the engine on this side. You can back it up all the way to there. The caboose over here. Then you can bring this all together to make it look kind of like it's going through a tunnel. But it'll look a lot better when books are in between each end. Here's the complete series of Harry Potter from my childhood. Now these big bookends on the right here pretty much hold themselves up. The smaller ones are tending to fall down. So let's move this over to better secure it. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Here's a proper look for it. To summarize this review, let me go over some pros and cons. This build really inspires imagination, just like reading a book. It's a very suitable theme for a bookend. The part usage for the train is awesome. It looks great. The only con is about the insecurity of the attachment with the wheels in the front there. But I guess that's to help it move around turns, I guess. Haven't tried it out for myself. But some connections throughout the build was a little bit on the fragile side. But overall, the level of detail is great. The functionality, moving parts around, taking the train off and using it to play around with on its own is great. There's a lot of visual interest. And the functionality for using it as a bookend, what it's really intended for, is awesome. The price of $61 US is unbeatable. If you're interested in buying this for yourself, check out the links in the description of this video. You can buy this from JMBricklayer's website or from Amazon. This is the second JMBricklayer set that I've built, the other one being the Model A, which lights up, and both of these have great visual appearance. Really happy with them, and This train actually sizes up pretty well with a minifigure. Anyway, that does it for this video. Thanks for watching.